You bet. Hey folks, you ever wonder how they keep those massive bridges from sagging in the middle? Or how buildings stand up to earthquakes and time? Well, I'm about to show you. We're talking about CFRP carbon fiber reinforced polymer fabric. Sounds fancy, right? Well, it is pretty high-tech, but the concept is simple. It's like giving concrete and steel a supersuit. Today, we're going deep into the world of CFRP fabric strengthening, seeing how it's changing the way we build, and trust me, it's way more interesting than watching paint dry. Now, you don't have to be a structural engineer to know that buildings need to be tough. They've got to carry a ton of weight, literally, and stand up to all kinds of weather, not to mention the occasional earthquake. That's where CFRP fabric comes in. Imagine wrapping a giant, super strong bandage around a concrete column or beam. That's essentially what CFRP fabric does. It adds an extra layer of support, increasing the building's load-bearing capacity. And get this, it can even help older buildings withstand seismic activity. So next time you're in a skyscraper, remember there might just be some high-tech fabric holding it all together. Let's talk about bridges, those marvels of engineering that connect us all. But bridges take a beating, from traffic to weather, and over time they can weaken. That's where CFRP steps in again, like a pit crew for aging infrastructure. They use this fabric to reinforce bridge decks, the part we drive on, and the girders, those big beams underneath. It's like giving the bridge a new backbone, and the best part, it extends the life of the bridge, saving taxpayers money and keeping us all moving. Tunnels, man. Talk about a tough environment. You've got tons of earth pushing down from all sides, and keeping those things from collapsing is a serious job. CFRP fabric is up to the task, though. They use it to line the inside of tunnels, adding strength and stability. It's like giving the tunnel a super strong exoskeleton. And because CFRP is resistant to corrosion, it can handle the damp, often harsh conditions underground. So next time you're driving through a tunnel, remember there's some serious science holding that mountain back. Chapter 4. Piers and Wharfs, CFRP taming the tides. Now we're heading to the waterfront, where piers and wharfs stand up to some of the toughest conditions on Earth. Saltwater, storms, constant pounding from boats. It's enough to make anything crumble. But not CFRP. This stuff laughs in the face of saltwater corrosion. They use it to strengthen these structures, making them more resistant to the elements and extending their lifespan. So the next time you're enjoying a day on the pier, think about the hidden technology keeping your feet dry. Chapter 5. Airports, CFRP for high-flying durability. Airports, they're like cities unto themselves, with runways that have to withstand the weight of jumbo jets day in and day out. CFRP is playing a crucial role in keeping those runways in top shape. They use it to reinforce the pavement, preventing cracks and damage from heavy loads. And it's not just runways. CFRP is used in taxiways and even terminal buildings, making sure airports can handle the millions of passengers that pass through each year. Chapter 6. Our highways and railways, CFRP for the long haul. Our roads and railways, they're the arteries of our nation, and they need constant upkeep. CFRP is proving to be a game changer in this area too. They're using it to strengthen retaining walls, those structures that hold back the earth along highways, and to stabilize embankments, preventing erosion and landslides. And on railways, CFRP is being used to reinforce bridges and tunnels, making sure our trains run smoothly and safely. The future is strong with CFRP, so there you have it, CFRP fabric strengthening. It's not just some fancy construction term, it's the future of building. From skyscrapers to bridges, tunnels to airports, this technology is making our world stronger, safer, and more resilient. And that's something we can all appreciate, whether we're construction workers or just folks who rely on these structures every day. CFRP, it's not just about building things, it's about building a better tomorrow, and that's a job worth getting dirty for.